Hello, my name is Muhammad Afizuddin and I am going to explain the basics of spreadsheet today. So to start off, we are going to need to open Google Sheets, which you can find by clicking here and then just click on Sheets. So to start a new page, we are going to click on blank. So the very first basic step here is you can click on a cell and type what you want. So we are going to type co-op supply order, and then we are going to type in the basic details such as item, price, quantity and total. And after that, we are going to simply enter the rest of the details of item's name, the item's price, and then the item's quantity. Okay, so now that we have filled in our important data, we can change these numbers here to be ringgits. So click here and then Malaysian ringgit. But this doesn't appear initially, so we need to click on custom currency here and you can select Malaysian ringgit, and from then on it will appear on your tab. Okay, so now we are at the main reason why we use spreadsheet. So here we are going to multiply this with this and put the answer here. So what we can do is equal sign B4 multiply with C4, which is the respective cells for these numbers here, and just press enter. Then what we can do is click on the edge of this cell and drag it down here, and it will automatically fill in this. So as you can see, this is actually this cell multiplied by this, and this is actually this multiplied by this. So you might be wondering, how did they do that? So what the drag thing do is actually it recognize a pattern and it follows the pattern. So for example, I type in 1 here, and if we drag it down, it will all be just 1 because it does not recognize any pattern, so it will just be 1. But let's say instead we type in 2 here and we highlight these, and if we drag it down, you can see that it automatically fill in the rest because it finally recognized a pattern and it just follows the pattern. So yes, that is how it works. Now that we have all the complete data, we can total them up together. So we are going to type in total cost of order, and it will be the total of these. So naturally, what we can do is equal sign, and we are going to add them one by one, like D4 plus D5 plus D6 plus D7 plus D8. But as you can tell already, this is very impractical because you need to type it down one by one. Imagine if you have a very long list, so that will take ages to type down. What we can do instead is use the sum function. That would be equal sign sum, and then you can drag the range that you want. But personally, I do not like this because again, it is a bit impractical for big data. So it is better to familiarize yourself to type it down like this. We type down D4 to D8 and then press enter. Next, I am going to calculate the average price for the items that is bought from the co-op. Alright, so we type in average price here. So what we can do here is use the another function, which is average. Average will add up all the numbers from your range like this and divide it. So yes, type it again, average B4 to B8, and just press enter. That aside, now we need to work our way for the payment of the workers. So again, just type a title here such as worker payment, and then again we are going to fill in the basic details, basic data such as employee, working hours, their earnings, the hourly wage, and then fill in the employee's name and their working hours. After that, we are next going to calculate the employee's earnings based on their working hours. So we are going to start with city's earnings, which will be put here, which would be this cell multiplied with F18, which is the hourly wage. So as we know, we can just do equal sign B20, multiply it with the hourly wage, which is F18, and press enter. Now that we have earnings, we can just drag it down and it will automatically fill for us, right? Unfortunately, no, that does not happen. So why did this happen? You may recall earlier that the dragging actually recognizes a pattern and follows it. So this city's earning is actually this cell multiplied by this cell, and for this, it is actually this cell multiplied by nothing, and for this, it is this cell multiplied by this empty cell. So it results in nothing. So how can we fix this? Is by using a dollar sign. We can do B20 multiply, but this time with dollar sign F and dollar sign 18. So dollar sign will make the cell fixed. This way the hourly wage will not change and it will always be fixed to F18. So we can now drag it down and it will be complete. Next, I'm going to total up the earnings using a sum function. Now you can see here that we have a complete set for co-op supply order and worker payment. What we can do next is put in a chart by simply going to the insert and click on chart. So the first chart that we are going to make is going to be a column chart. So we want the x-axis to be the item's name and the series to be their total price. So the format to make a chart is very simple. Type in the data range, the x-axis, which is A4 to A8. Put a comma down, and then the series, which is D4 to D8. And just press enter and it will automatically make this beautiful chart for you. We are going to make a bar chart because bar chart is the most suitable to represent the employee and their earnings. Bar chart uses y-axis and series, but again, it actually follows a similar format, so I am going to just speed up at this point. The format is very simple, which is group 1, group 2. Let me repeat again. Group 1, group 2 of the set into the data range. That's all. There we go. Finally, we have our data neatly organized together with some charts, and they are ready to be presented. For those who are still confused about this thing, you can refer to the PowerPoint manual that I have made and put the link under the description of this video. Thank you for watching.